I'm not a fan of it at all. You're dizzy.
So, we are going to talk about Jacqui Briggs today, and then you guys are going to play a match. First of all, so you helped, I mean, you're on the design team, obviously, so you did a lot of work with Jacqui. So we're going to help Steve figure her out.
Yeah, sure. So do you just want to start going over normals first?
Well, I think the first thing, kind of the narrative of this, is one of the directions you guys took was she now heavily is all in on Muay Thai fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, it's the first thing you can see in her stance.
That does go into her normals. Like, her stance is a lot more like Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA style thing. She, isn't exactly like one discipline. She kind of, will use whatever to win. But, so she does use her gauntlets, and she has another power that I guess is pretty different from the MKX, where she has augmented legs. So you can see that in a couple of her combo strings and special attacks.
So now she's got full robo legs.
There's flesh there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
still little human.
Yeah, it's more just augmented. It's not robotic.
Okay.
But yeah, she definitely uses it in a lot of normal attacks and special moves.
So let's start talking about some key normals. One of the coolest things is actually her sweep breaks the norm. It's 2 hitting. Yeah. It's low.
Yep.
It looks cool.
It also looks really cool.
I also like a lot of her jump attacks. I think they look really neat and unique as well.
Yeah, I really like the
elbow drop.
Yeah. My favorite string personally is her 4-3. It's an advancing normal, and then I just love this 2-player animation thing here.
Big fan of 2-player animation. My favorite string of hers is the one that puts the kick that makes you kick her head then on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is actually one of her crushing blows. It's a counter hit. If you attack them while they are trying to attack you, you bop them in the head, and then you get a combo starter. So that's another example of way to extend combos, is a lot of crushing blows. And you can kind of cash in. Like, what I mean is, like, if you block Sub-Zero slide, which is punishable, you can use that, and then once per game, you're going to get that big, juicy combo.
And I think people were worried earlier when you heard about how many crushing blows there were. It'd be tough to kind of remember, but, like, as I played the game, I knew every single thing that I needed to do during that match to get those to come out. And once you play long, it happens.
As Ed recently said, they will be in the move list.
Yes.
We're going to have the requirements in there.
I just knew, like, when I was playing some of my characters, this is exactly what I had to be searching for.
Yes. Another one of the key ones is back to 2, which I'm pointing out because I absolutely love the particle effects.
Fair.
And she does that kind of lunge towards him as well, right?
Yes.
Little hop.
So yeah, she does have that. That's mainly like her main thing that she'll use at longer range, but most of her attacks are pretty close range.
Yes.
More of a in-your-face type character.
I would definitely say it's comparable to Sonya, where she's not using a long-range weapon. She is not the kind of prototypical, they have really good range at mid-range and all that. She needs to get in, but her pressure is really good to make up for that, which we're going to talk about.
Which I guess we would probably say, I mean, definitely there are players who played Jacqui in the last game up close, but like,
yes.
I mean, even some of the frustration of some of the early Jacquies was her range. And it's been a definite redesign on how Jacqui works for this game.
Yeah, she's one of the characters that, to me, is almost a new character. Like, about 80% of her has been redesigned.
Yep.
So, one of the big normals I think we definitely want to talk about is 4-2-2. So, 4-2, you can see it's kind of an uppercut. It's okay. But if you do it really rapidly, you actually get this one. So, kind of talk about your philosophy behind that move.
Yeah, that kind of is a throwback to, she had a special normal called Stanky Leg in MKX. Nice job, Derek. Where she, if you input the attack really quickly, you'd get a different, hit basically. And it was kind of a more advanced thing. It wasn't the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, it was.
It took Tyler over 50 tries.
That's actually just true.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
But that is one of the things that we kind of brought back. Obviously doesn't look at all like how it did before, but the idea behind the attack is there in that move.
And Jacqui, overall, I think, is going to be one of the more in-depth, complex characters in the game. A lot of her special moves, they're not hard to do. It's not execution. She has a lot of interesting tools that are unique that I think we'll get to, that make her, I think a lot of the people that played Jacqui in the last game, that's what they liked about her. They're very much hipster players who love the, no, I say that with I think they would agree. Like, very much, it's a niche kind of character to play, and we wanted to bring that back. Not hard to play. Like, if you just think she looks cool, you're going to be fine. You're going to have some really cool stuff, but if you're into that kind of cancels and weird command grabs and stuff like that, we definitely got you covered. Yeah. So let's go over the special moves.
She has some, I'm not going to give it away, but some mechanics that we've never done before.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And it's not difficult to do, but it's very, very unique.
Yep.
So her projectiles are sort of back. She can shoot at the ground and shoot up, and if she amplifies it, she can hold it and then do a straight one. And the difference being, she now has different loadouts. Can you kind of explain that?
Sure. So this is actually one of the different equipped shots. So this one is rockets, basically. When you shoot at the ground, it'll explode when it hits the ground.
And that'll knock them away, which we'll see other ones don't do that. As we go
Right.
through our loadouts.
Each one has a different reaction the opponent will do when you hit them, and have different ranges and cause different effects. So yeah, there's 3 different types of rocket, which you see here, and then we'll get to the other ones later.
She also has Dash Punch, very similar to her dad's attack. Really good range. This has a Crushing Blow, and this is a fun requirement. It's hitting it at max range.
I think a little further, yeah. Yeah.
So fun to do.
That one just feels good.
Yeah, like if Sub-Zero goes for Ice Ball or something, and you read it and you just bop him on the head. That's good time. That's fun for the whole Briggs family.
A lot of the Crushing Blows that kind of are like all of a sudden happen as a surprise. You're like, whoa! Like,
yeah, it's super fun when you hear the enemy go, whoa!
Yeah.
Real quick before I forget, I just got a message from someone.
Okay.
Oh.
We got to do Kotal Khan's Fatal Blow. After this,
yeah,
Mr. Aquaman is not.
It's a good one too.
He's worried, and he wants to see Fatality too, which I think we can do both those.
Well, does he not have? Isn't that an indictment that he doesn't think I'll win?
It's a good question.
Or you could argue you won't see the Fatal Blow because I'll never be under 30% because I'm just that good.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
All right, moving on.
All right, so she also has these Mott Kicks, which I'm a huge fan of. These are super fun to do.
Using her new Cyber Legs.
This is her core combo starter. It pops them up if you amplify. If you don't amplify it, she just does a few kicks. Not nearly as exciting. But when you amplify it, you get a pop-up, and that's going to lead to all of her big combos.
Right.
And
you hold it to
yes,
either do more kicks or do less kicks.
which is super fun to do.
Yeah.
So let's go over some loadout stuff. In this loadout, I gave her the Flying Knee, which is another advancing attack, great combo in it. You can meter burn it, amplify it to do her Dash Punch. This also has a Crushing Blow. If you do a combo that's larger than 8 hits, you can go into it and
Obviously,
Show us there.
complements very well with the Grease Kick.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
look at that damage.
So another thing I gave her, as we were talking about, different loadouts here. Oh wait, I'm still in default. This is a really cool one where she has a bunch of cancels. So they are different than most cancels where she's actually just not doing, so this is the normal string. She goes into that hook. She stops. This, unlike a lot of cancels, this does not take stamina. And she has about, 3 or 4 of these?
4 of them, yeah. One cool thing too is she can do it off her sweep. So she has a double hitting sweep. So you can just not do the second hit. So people expecting a double low, you can go for a throw or something.
That is
Continue your
super cool.
pressure.
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of stuff I'll be really good at.
this is not hard at all. You can actually see this. I'm doing it every time, and I'm not good with Jacqui and not good with execution. So this is one of the core ways that if you don't want her to be a grappler, you don't want to use the load I'm about to use, or you can mix and match. That this would be how, while her range is not the best, she does with the projectile. Then when she gets in, she has that pressure. That's one of the key ways you can do it. If you like to use cancels, you like that execution stuff, you can go ham.
Right. Yeah, it's not so much about super hard execution. It's definitely not the easiest thing in the world, but you can get it down.
Yeah.
But it's more so like just, keeping it in mind as a player and as, the opponent of, I can do this. You kind of have to be on guard. You have to be ready for more things. It's one of those.
All right, what else we got, Steve? Let's go.
All right, loadout 2. First off, I am a massive fan of this skin. This jacket.
Oh, Steve, you're a fan of literally everything.
No, look at this jacket. I want it.
Another hairstyle as well.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, the hair is super cool.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, this one, I made a grappling one. First, I changed her guns. She now shoots plasma that actually sits on the ground, and does dot damage when they stand on it. So it's totally different than the rockets. Like you can see, it doesn't even physically hit the downward one
really
until it's
cool
on the ground,
effects,
and
too.
all the effects are super good.
So yeah, the ground one will always just hit the ground, but all the other ones, if they touch the opponent before they touch the ground, it'll set them like on fire instead of the ground.
I use this one because it totally complements her as a grappler. Like it'll stay active while they're in the grapple. So then I went with her clench, which is a command grab.
Great.
And so the way this works is you actually get multiple options. You get 3 attacks before they can break out. So you can see she can do the knee.
Total MMA style
Yes.
clinch.
And from here, she has 3 different options. She has these double knees. She has this toss, and so one throws you forward and one throws you back. And then she has this overhead ender.
It's an elbow drop.
And this has a really cool crushing blow requirement. So the requirement is you have to have done the other enders. So throughout the match, you'll be going for this. And then when you finally go for one, you get a crushing blow into a pop-up. So this is a super fun crushing blow requirement. Throughout the match, you'll be going through it every chance you can. The opponent is going to know you're going through these different ones. And then when you have that third one loaded, then you're going to do hema damage when you get the clench off. But you only have 3 attacks that you can do before they're going to break out.
Right.
It's also, yeah, one of those things where you have to kind of keep in mind, like, hey, am I close to the corner? Am I far away from the corner? Do I want to use the side swap one now to get that kind of out of the way so I can get the crushing blow next? Or do I want to keep pushing him towards the corner? So it kind of adds to the...
Yeah, it's a great point. Like in this scenario where she wants to keep her cornered, if she's already done the one that keeps you in front, you might want to... Going for the crushing blow might not be worth getting them out of the corner and stuff. So that's a fun meta there. Then lastly, we gave her this really cool move, which is when she techs a throw, like breaks out of it. I am totally mistiming that really badly.
Wait for him to throw you. There you go.
She can amplify and then go into a throw herself, which we've never done before. I think this was the coolest moment in the trailer, in my opinion. So Aaron, kind of describe the metagame of this, because there's actually 2 different ones she can do.
So basically, her amplified throw escape, it just goes into a throw, which is just another throw. Like the opponent can escape it, and she can do either a punch version, which is the arm break, or a kick version, which is the leg break.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're saying the opponent can break her
Yeah.
break?
So if you, I think I can. Yeah.
She has to guess what throw you're going to do. She can then break out of it with 1 or 2, amplify it, and then she does punch or kick to do a follow-up throw that they have to guess out of. And that actually has a crushing blow with the leg.
Oh, broke the camera.
Either way, that is throw escaping the.
Throw escape into throw escape.
Yeah,
Throw
exactly.
escape into a throw escape.
It's basically just you can think of it as just a throw goes into a throw.
Right.
And then
thing.
that has a crushing blow set up for you've previously done the arm break. Then if you do the leg break, you'll actually get the crushing blow. So that'll play into, again, have you already done the arm and they're going to know you're going to go for the leg, and then they're going to start trying to break that one because they don't want to get their leg broken, and it goes into a whole...
Right.
It's more than a 50-50.
What do we got next, Steve?
All right, one more.
One more.
So this one is the mobility variation.
Is this your favorite one?
No,
Okay.
the leg grab one is my favorite
Just
one.
making sure.
I'm not going to lie. Although this outfit,
There it
oh
is.
my
Pretty
god.
good, yeah.
You love the last outfit.
But this one, look at her shoes.
Yeah, I mean...
What I really love is she's got the heels on to look classy as hell, but they're still robot legs.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So in this one, she actually gets a super jump. It's anime AF. And she can do a short version. Thanks, Burke. She can do attacks from it, normal attacks, special moves. I mean, you can kind of explain the application of a super jump briefly.
Right. It's mainly it complements her wanting to try and get in towards the opponent. She doesn't have much in the way of options, long range. So obviously, if the opponent's far away, they're not doing anything. They can see you come in, and they're gonna anti-air you. But if since you're just throwing ice balls, you're like, hey, I'm gonna just jump over this ice ball full screen and get in his face.
So I also gave her this dive bomb, which is super fast, pretty good damage, and you can, again, like, if the opponent's zoning you out, you know...
Can you do it off the super jump?
You can.
It's pretty awesome.
And a ground pound, which is a low, and she can amplify that to go into 2, and you can also do that off.
Man, those effects are beautiful.
Yeah, her stuff looks really, really cool. So lastly, let's go into her Fatal Blow. This has got to be one of the coolest in the game. This shot right here is ridiculous. It's really nice that she doesn't waste bullets because they come back.
Yep.
It's like
She has to watch out for those, though, I bet.
One more thing you can show really quick is that she has a regular, I think, shot in this down back one.
Oh, yes, you're right. I totally forgot about this. So this one you can see is kind of the standard one. It does not knock you down. You're just recover standing there in a slight reaction.
Right, and so you can use it, you know, when you're close. You do that, you'll be at advantage when you hit them, keep them standing type thing.
And then you go into pressure. So this would be great to complement her command grab, or the cancels especially.
Right.
You know, just go into strings, keep standing, keep pressure up, go for a throw. So yeah, with her things, she has the dot damage one for traps, a restand one for pressure, a knockdown one for damage.
Right.
And you can kind of mix and match how you want.
Awesome.
That's Jacqui Briggs, folks.
Jacqui Briggs. Amazing.
So what do we got next?
Real quick, I'll go to
Cole.
Kodal and do the Fatal Blow.
Let's see Kodal Fatal Blow real quick. But while we're doing that, I'm going to answer a couple of questions.
Okay.
Oh.
A few things. People have been asking if this is on Unreal 4.
No.
John Greenberg would love to let everyone know that it is on a heavily modified version of 3.
Right.
What
I think
else
it actually annoys John Greenberg.
to hear that it's
Yeah.
we've yes.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Should we do it?
Let me answer a couple more questions and we'll move
All
on. Will we get Shao Kahn gameplay before launch? Absolutely.
absolutely.
He is one of my favorite characters. That day will be huge. I'm excited about it because he's one of my favorite characters in the game. What else? People want to know about ranked and tournament mode and that sort of thing. Here's the deal. We cut our questions very short today because we had Ed on for a while to talk about a lot of things. There's a lot of questions that are being asked about the game.